first dish of the day. We got some pollo off of the rotisserie, which is gonna be super good, served with loads of fresh salsa and a Victoria beer. Now this is Sunday mornings done right. Good morning. So we have just arrived in Oaxaca, or at least we did last night, but we were totally pooped. So today is a day for exploration. So today is Sunday, which means one thing in Oaxaca State, the massive market in Tlacaloula Market. Now I'm super excited about this. I've heard a lot of good things about this market. It's one of the biggest markets in Oaxaca State, happens every Sunday. Loads of people come from all of the surrounding towns and villages to come and buy, to spend time, to hang out, to have a chat, and to eat lots of great food, which is essentially what I'm planning to do today. What a coincidence. So before we head in, I think I'm just gonna mentally prepare myself for a moment. I'm super hungry and I am ready. So we are in pursuit of our first dish of the day. I'm not sure what we're going to find, but we're following a massive cloud of smoke at one end of the interior market, so I bet there's going to be something good at the end of that. First stop of the day, we stopped off to get some chicken, which is fresh off of the grill, and honestly,
when you be back in England, I'll be there.
This is so good. It's muy rico. Muy rico. It's with salsa, and we've got tortillas, and honestly, this is some of the best chicken I've ever eaten. I cannot stress enough how good that chicken was. Fabulous. And we had a nice little chat when we were sitting at the table. So if you buy some food, really do try and grab a seat and sit down and have a chat with the locals, because like everyone's really nice here. And it's so interesting. If you speak a bit of Spanish, some people might speak a bit of English. It's just really nice to sit down and have a chat. Here. Now this is a traditional Zapoteco drink, which is made out of corn flour, flor de cacao. There's a little bit of chocolate in there as well, and the seeds of, I've forgotten the name of the seed, but like it's a traditional Zapoteco drink. I'm gonna give it a try because it looks really interesting. That's really good. It's really earthy. I think I could see how you could drink literally bowl after bowl of that. You'd be pretty full. You can taste the corn, you can taste the flor de cacao, which is sitting on the top. I actually think this is really delicious. This is a big surprise because it kind of doesn't look that appetizing, does it? But it's good. It really is very tasty. Now, one thing that the local guy said to us when we were sitting down was that you should really try and share a bowl, because one bowl is actually pretty hefty. So even between us sharing a bowl, this could be a whole meal in and of itself. So even with us sharing a bowl, I don't know that I'm going to be able to finish it, but I'm going to give it a really good try. So between one of the pollo, the rotisserie chickens or the barbecue chickens, and one of the tecate, I'm feeling pretty full, but we shall prevail. I am definitely on the hunt for some more things to try. Those chilies. I think that John's gone to chili heaven. Every time we walk past one of the chili stalls, his eyes literally light up like, oh my god. So I think that most of our
están transmitiendo completamente en vivo. Yo pensé que era la muñeca.
This quesillo is so good. This is honestly It's like mozzarella, but not. It's so much tangier, so much fresher. I could eat this all day. I'm sorry, the rest of this video is just going to be me eating quesillo and being like, delicious. Delicious. I think you can see behind me that we found the barbacoa. So we have got some beef on the grill and some onions, and I've just bought some salsa. You go to a little stall separately to go and buy some salsa, some avocado. I think this is going to be a feast. So this is a really cool concept. You basically buy your meat from one of the stalls, and then you head to one of the barbecues, the barbacoas, and barbecue it along with your spring onions. So you can do it all yourself. And we've got our food off of the barbecue. We've got some meat, not loads because we've eaten a ton already. Lots and lots of onions which have been cooked to perfection, and a fresh hot tortilla with some salsa which you can buy by the bag down the other end. So let's have a go at putting this all together. One piece of meat. I feel like my beat to tortilla is quite often. Super hot. Right, let's go. That's really good. Really nice. And there we are, Tlacaloula. That was a brilliant market. Honestly, I don't think this is some of the best food that I've eaten since coming to Oaxaca. If you're unsure about whether you should come to the market, I think the answer is that you definitely should. A, it's worth having a look because it's very interesting. There's loads of different clothes. There's some artisanal stuff, some not so much. But it's just really nice to see so much fresh produce, so many different people coming from all over the state to come and hang out, have a chat, be friendly. And then there is the food. The food is insane. Like, honestly, come with the hungriest stomach that you can muster, and then come with an even hungrier stomach than that, because this is some of the best food that you're going to be eating during your Mexico trip. Hello, so today's adventure is a cooking class in Oaxaca. Now, I have loved the food in Oaxaca. It's one of Mexico's big foodie areas, and so what better way to learn about it than to take a cooking class? Let's see what we find. Now we are back from the market. We are here to actually start cooking. So we've just had a little bit of a break, and then we're going to start cooking some of the traditional Oaxacan dishes. Now I'm super excited about this.
Just in case you cannot do that with your hand, you can use a spoon. Make a spoon.
Okay. So here we've got the Tlacaloula soup. Now this is actually the first time I've tried this, and it's lovely, really quite delicate, not crazy. You also have some sweet corn or the maize, the squash flowers, and the squash, and it's really, really good. I'm eating my first grasshopper. I'm going to give it a try. It's nice. It's weird. It's very intense, very limey, which is great. But lime, chili, chilado. Let's give this one a try. Oh, I like that one. Está bien. Yeah, está bien. Muy bien. I think I'm gonna buy some of those for a snack. That was very cool. So we were in the central market, which is huge, and there is just such a wealth of fresh produce every day, ready for you to cook up into your own little Oaxacan feast. I would highly recommend that if you come to Oaxaca, that you come to the central market, the Mercado de Abastos, because it's very, very cool. You've got, as you can see behind me, tons and tons of fruit. You've got meat, you can buy freshly milled chili paste. It is incredible. You can buy cheese, all kinds of, any kind of fresh food that you need, it's here. So I would highly, highly recommend, even if you don't buy and you're just coming to have a nose around, it's always so interesting to see where the locals actually buy their food and how they shop, because Oaxaca is a food obsessed city, and this is where all the magic starts. Here I am. So in Santiago Matatlan, this is one of the heartlands of Mexico's Mezcal region. Now, obviously, you should not come to Oaxaca without visiting a mezcaleria. So that's exactly what I'm doing today. I have jumped in the car, we've gone on a little road trip, and we are here in Santiago Matatlan in a mezcaleria called Gracias a Dios, which means thank God. Thank God for the mezcal. Oh, yeah. Now we've learned about the production of the mezcal, it is time to get through to the highlight, which is obviously the drinking of the mezcal. I'm super excited about trying this out in the place that it's been made, because although I've been having a lot of mezcal since I've been in Mexico, I haven't really tried lots in one go, and I don't really understand the difference. So I think this is a great place where better to try and find out the differences between the different types, the different plants, and the mezcals that they produce. I'm trying is a Pechuga mezcal. Now, this is a really interesting thing that I'd never heard of until I came to Mexico. So a Pechuga mezcal, they basically put a cut of meat into the mezcal when it's fermenting. So in this one, it's a turkey one, and apparently it's supposed to balance the taste of the fruit, and also to give the mezcal a more complex flavor. I have not tried a Pechuga one yet, so let's see how this goes. That's really interesting. Very interesting. It's less sweet, which makes sense. Very complex tasting. You can't actually, which you wouldn't expect to, you can't taste the turkey per se, but it is more balanced out than the other types of mezcal that we've had. Less sweet, a little bit more complex, and more savory. So he's actually told me that rather than the pechuga, the meat being put in with the agave, it's actually put into the top of the still in the second distillation. So mezcal is distilled twice, and the pechuga is suspended, so that as the distillation process happens, as the alcohol rises, it is pushed through the pechuga and takes on the complex flavors as it goes through. That's really interesting. So here is something completely different. This is a gin that is actually made with the agave, so completely different to gin at home. And also it's made using local botanicals, so you've got some cacao in there, as well as lots of other local botanicals. I'm gonna give it a try. It smells very different.
Un poquito de agua.
We're finished.
Okay.
It was nice.
That's really good, but very, very different.
No.
And there we are, and just like that it's over. But this is an experience that I cannot recommend enough. It's only probably about an hour's drive outside of Oaxaca. You can grab a tour, there are quite a few recommendations, or you can just hop in the car. Obviously no drink driving, guys, but hearing about the mezcal and the different types of mezcal and tasting it and seeing how it's made is literally up there with one of the best experiences to be had near Oaxaca, and I cannot recommend it enough. Here I am in the Mercado, the 20th of November, and it's really warm, as you can probably tell from my face. We're about to try some food. So I've ordered the quesadilla with squash flour, which is one of the local specialities. There are lots and lots of meat dishes, and I'm going to be trying a lot of them, but I really wanted to try this. I love the squash flour, and I'm having it with the local cheese, which is like a string cheese that's almost like a mozzarella, but it's got tons more flavour. So let's give this a try. So here I am with my squash flour quesadilla, and it is really good. It's just got the local cheese, which you can see is nice and stringy. Really good. Okay, so the verdict on the grill place was a bit weird actually. So I went for the dried beef one, which in retrospect might have been a little bit of a mistake. It was one of the most intense things, and ordered it with onions and lime and salsa, which was all brilliant, but the meat itself was just very, very dry. I know it was dried, so it seems silly to say that, but like incredibly dry. So I think maybe if you were going to go, and I would still recommend going, I would try the chorizo, because I think that would just be a bit more of a pleasant experience. Okay, here I am at Libras Taludas de Doña Martha. Clearly my mouth is not meant to go around those kind of words, but this is a Oaxacan speciality. Now, we actually had a sneak preview of it in San Cristobal de las Casas, and that was fabulous. And apparently this is the best place in town to get taludas. Taludas are like almost like, they call it a Oaxacan pizza, but you fold it over. So you've got the tortilla, you've got the toppings, and then you fold it over and eat it. It's going to be really good. So here is my taluda. Now I got the quesillo one, which is with the local Oaxacan cheese, and as you can see, that is pretty cheesy. It's got cheese, beans, lettuce and onions in it. I'm super excited even though... Here's my bowl. That's like a party in your mouth. What can I say? Oaxaca is a foodie paradise. Are you ready to eat your way around Oaxaca? Drop me a comment and tell me the dish you are most excited about. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe and sign up for notifications. I've got lots more Mexico videos published on the channel and scheduled over the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned for more. Over and out.